Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Shaw TV's Jay Williams, and I'm freaking out right now. Let me tell you why. I'm standing on top of the RBC building in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and there's a good reason for this. I'm not just up here sort of lollygagging. I'm here because we're going to talk today about the Dropzone, which is coming up, the SMD Dropzone, which is coming up in August of this year. I'm here with Tammy from the SMD Foundation. Tammy, can you tell us a little bit about what this thing is all about?
Absolutely. What we're doing is currently we're taking registrants for people and have the opportunity to be rappelling from the RBC building here downtown at 220 Portage Avenue, and they can be rappelling 200 feet down, all in support of Manitobans with disabilities. So it's an amazing event. It's exciting. It gives you a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but it also raises money for a very important cause for SMD Foundation Easter Seals Manitoba.
And I can tell you from first-hand experience that it also gives you butterflies in the belly. I'll be doing this year, and I took a little look over the edge, and I was freaking out. I was worried I would fall. Sue from Crete Management. Sue, you've done this before.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about how that experience went for you?
Oh, the first year I did it was 8 years ago when we founded this whole event. And I was just kind of approached by the company that owns the building, who I work for, Crete, who said, expect some fellows to show up that are going to talk about rappelling off the building. And I thought that was a joke. Well, lo and behold, that afternoon some fellows came and talked to us about it. And because I was going to be requesting all my friends to do this kind of thing and raise money for Easter seals, I thought, oh, I've got to do it. So I went through some training, which everybody has to do, and probably the most terrifying moments was knowing in full gear, harnessed gear, was coming up the stairs and getting onto the 17th floor roof and walking across the roof, because though I'd done it 100 times before, not rappelling, this time I knew I was going over. So the terror from the stairs to the edge was phenomenal, but the moment they actually hooked you up, you calmed right down.
Really?
And you kind of get this little euphoric feeling, and you can hear the crowd screaming down on the courtyard below, and you just step off the edge. And the first 10 feet's kind of weird, and then the fellows that are coaching you going over say, stop, look around, enjoy the scenery. And there you are, hanging from a rope, looking at the whole of Winnipeg. And then by the time that's finished and you're going down, you are so happy and so excited. And when your feet touch the ground, you just want to go back up to the top and do it all over again.
Really?
It's amazing.
So what you're saying, I think I'm understanding you correctly, is that I will get more terrified than I am right now?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
That's tough to believe. All right, let's talk a little bit about the imminent danger involved in this kind of an event. Would you say that I'm about 50-50 as far as whether or not I'll die doing this event?
You know what? You're not going to die at all. It's a no-fail system, so sorry kind of to zap your excitement there, but it is a no-fail system, and when I say that, I can say that 100%. We actually have RAT, it's remote access technology, and they come out from the East Coast. That's actually where the first Dropzone took place in 2003, and where Crete came on board as a national founding sponsor. But they've been doing this event all across Canada. They are the experts in the industry of industrial rappelling, things like that. So they bring all the equipment. They are the highest standards in respects to everything that goes on. But so not only saying that, you will have your own rope, your own equipment, your own belay, your own release where you let yourself down. There's a secondary rope, which is called the fireman's rope or the belay rope, and that's actually also controlled by all the technical people on the roof, which are all experienced rappellers, as well as all the people on the bottom. So it's a no-fail system. So
I'm sort of in a pickle now, because I really want our viewers to think I'm cool and dangerous. So can we just tell them that I'll probably die doing this and maybe wink at the same time?
No.
I think you're facing your fears. You're challenging yourself to higher limits, and I mean, and that's what this event's about. But that's also just in respects to the messaging that we have in respects to the cause, supporting children, youth, and adults with disabilities. Because every day they go out of their comfort zone and they face barriers, in their day-to-day life, and trying to have those equal opportunities and be able to participate within society and community, but don't always have that opportunity because they do really face so many barriers. I'd have to say, in respects to this event as well, it's an all abilities event, and that's what we also say, that everybody has ability to give. But what I mean by that is anybody can rappel from here. You can be in a wheelchair. We've had people that have been legally blind rappel from here. They do a tandem rappel, or somebody that's a full able-bodied person. That's the messaging that's saying, if you break down barriers, everybody has equal opportunity to participate and to showcase that they all have ability. And
I'm really glad you brought that up, because that is, I mean, as much fun as this event is, that's exactly why we're doing it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, people can register now at www.thedropzone.ca or call for more information 975-3084. We're actually half sold out, so we do really encourage people to register now. People do need to raise a minimum of $1,500 in pledges, but we have a lot of resources and tools to help you get to your goal. So it may seem like a larger amount, but really it's not. We've got some really amazing online tools as well as offline initiatives that we can help you reach your goal. So yeah, we're very excited to be doing this again this year.
Well, thank you guys both so much for talking with us today. There you have it, folks. Though I will be doing a lot of stuff in the near future that will probably kill me, this will not be one of those things. Safe, safe, safe. All right, so I'm now at Vertical Adventures here in Winnipeg with my new best friend, Barry Whitford, who is going to teach me how to belay. Is that the right term?
Nope, to rappel.
To rappel. I'm not going to belay, I'm going to rappel.
I'm going to be doing the belaying.
What is the difference? Can you explain the difference? Because I obviously don't know.
Yeah, belaying is me holding the rope, making sure you're safe. Okay. Rappelling is what you're actually doing when you're coming down the wall.
And so these fancy man diapers that we're wearing, is that the technical term for them?
Yeah, that's pretty close, but we do call it a harness.
Oh, a harness, okay. And what is the purpose of the harness? Is it going to save my life in some way?
It's to protect you. They're designed for climbing, for falling, keep you safe. Obviously, the big difference when you do the rappel, you'll have a full body harness, which is going to be more important for you because it'll keep you from tipping upside down.
And the helmet, is this just to make me look good today, or is this to keep me safe as well?
I'd say in your case, yes, but it's safety. Probably in climbing, the worst thing is getting something hitting your head. It's not so much people falling, but something falling on and hitting your head, so you want to protect the noggin.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if I fell off the RBC building, the helmet wouldn't necessarily protect my head that much.
No, not from that height.
So Barry, how did you get involved with this kind of thing, and then with the drop zone in particular?
Climbing, I got involved when the gym Vertical Adventures opened here. I've always been an outdoorsy kind of guy and came and tried it out. Just fell in love with the sport and the people. Through Dropzone, it happened through the gym. The company approached us. They needed people that were involved in the climbing world to help them out. So they came to the gym, and I happened to be working here at the time, and got involved the first year. So I've been involved with them since it started.
And so I'm assuming you've done the drop zone.
I've done it, yeah, every year. I do it 2 or 3 times.
Being a seasoned climber, or climb downer in this case, do you still get nervous at all before you do it? Yeah,
a little bit. Like I was telling you earlier, at the start, when you're near the edge, if you're standing on a 200-foot building looking over the edge, it does get the heart rate up a bit. But for me, once I'm there a few minutes, I calm down. I always felt if you're not nervous, there's something wrong, and you better be aware, because as long as you've got that nervousness going on, you're taking those extra precautions.
It shows you want to keep living.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you're going to teach me how to rappel.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's get to it.
Okay. We have to make it a safe event. If anything ever happened, it would not be an event anymore. So for the climbers, or for the rappellers, we have almost 5 levels of backup protection, okay? You yourself are going to be the first level of protection. You're controlling the rope entirely. So as long as you don't panic, you're going to be safe. If you should panic, the device you're using is called a Petzl ID. It's an auto-locking device. So if you let go, it's going to stop you. If you get too excited, you have to actually pull a lever to release the brake to go down. It's kind of like a gas pedal on a car. If you're pulling that too hard, it will stop you. If you panic and the device fails, we've got a backup rope tied to you, which will be controlled by the belayer, me, at the top. So if that stuff fails, I'm going to stop you. If you panic, your device fails, and I have a heart attack, I'll be using an auto stop device too, so as soon as I let go of it, that will stop you. And if all that fails, we have a person at the bottom of your rappel holding onto your rope, doing what we call a fireman's belay. They just have to pull gently on that rope. It will lock you up. It's going to act like you braking, and you won't be able to go anywhere. So 5 levels of protection to make it perfectly safe.
So it sounds like I'm going to be entirely safe. Is there anything we can do to protect you from having a heart attack?
No.
Well, we'll get you eating healthy because I want you to be super healthy on the day where you're going to protect my life. So
we will be there for you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
You're welcome.
Cheers.